Alright you guys, it's time for my next video. This game from the past was one of the greatest games I had ever seen at that point. The Splinter Cell games have always been amazing. The original Splinter Cell released a demo on the original Xbox, and I think that was my most played demo that I've ever played. I played that over and over and over, and what made it amazing were the graphics, the lighting, and the transparency in some of the objects. It was stuff that we hadn't seen before, and it was just absolutely amazing. And so I would play it over and over and over, and then when the full game came out, again, played it so much, the game just blew me away. And I'm just going to tell you right now that I am judging this game off of what it was at the time it was released, not by today's standards. So at the time when it came out, being so blown away, and what this game did for gaming, for the stealth genre, it was fantastic. And so I'm telling you right away, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. And that is based on the way I felt about it when it came out. Now the cool part about this game is that it relied on stealth. You could go the entire game without killing anybody if you wanted to. You did have a gun, but your stealth meter would show, and if it was in the black, you were invisible. And you could sneak around, complete the objectives, and if you wanted to, not kill anybody. And it was cool because you could go up behind people and grab them and get information out of them, and then you could knock them on the head, knock them out, and it allowed for freedom that hadn't been given before, while still being pretty railroaded into what you needed to do. The games that came out after that, Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, and then Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, just upped the game even more. Chaos Theory was hands down my favorite Splinter Cell game. And that one had multiplayer, which was so cool because it used the microphones. If you talked, it would make noise in the game and alert enemies. And so you had to whisper to the person that you were playing with. And it was just incredible, just an incredible game. But I loved this first Splinter Cell because it was groundbreaking in so many ways. Gameplay, graphics, the pulling out the little snake eye thing that you put under the door and you can see what's going on, switching into night vision, being stealthy, jumping up onto, if there was a narrow hallway, you could do the splits, and you climb up into the hallway, do the splits, and wait for an enemy to come underneath and drop on them. It was just absolutely amazing. And what was also amazing about this was the shadows, the lighting, just everything was pretty groundbreaking. And so, while to today's standards, if you hold it up to today's standards, when they're talking, it doesn't lip sync, the way they have really come a long ways in a lot of things graphically with facial features, lip syncing, that kind of thing. And so, yeah, if you hold it by today's standards, it's not going to be so fantastic, but coming from where we came from, and this was on the original Xbox, and like you see the curtains there, they move, and they're transparent, and the lighting was just amazing. And so this game here has a special place in my heart. I love this game. And what is cool is it did get better with each installment up to Chaos Theory. And then they released the newer ones, and they weren't as good. Nothing has been able to match Chaos Theory. That was the best of the series. But this first one was so groundbreaking. It's worth a revisit. And if you haven't played it, I would highly recommend get this, play it. It is backwards compatible, so you can play it on the new Xboxes. And I think you can still buy this on the marketplace. I know that in about 6 months, they're going to discontinue the sales of the 360 games and the old Xbox games. And so if it's something that you're interested in, you should probably look into that sooner rather than later. But, this game was just, it is amazing. The gameplay, the stealth, it really rewards that stealth play. And you can go through and you can, shoot the enemies. What I'm doing here, I do shoot the enemies. And there's a reason for that. Partly because they don't have a setting on this one for inverted camera control. So I was having a really hard time. At the time, it was just the way it was. But today there's no excuse for it. And so I had a hard time adjusting the camera as I'm playing it because I like the inverted camera control. To where it actually, you pull down, it looks up, you push up, it looks down. And a lot of people don't like it that way, but a lot of people do. And so having that option is just a no-brainer. But back then, they didn't have that. So that was okay. But this game here, it'll blow you away. It'll absolutely blow you away. Like I said, the graphics, the tools that you use, like the tools to pick a lock, that was fairly newish. Sticking the camera under the door, the snake camera, and moving it around, that was really cool because then you could spy on the room next to you and see if you could enter it or not. And it was fantastic. So I would highly recommend you try this out. If you have not played this game, I highly recommend. They have it for PC, they have it for any of the systems. So, but on the Xbox, it is backwards compatible, so get it, play it, enjoy it. It's a pretty cool game. So it really did redefine the stealth genre. And man, they did a fantastic job. And then once you play that, once you understand where the game is coming from, play Chaos Theory and you will fall in love with it. Chaos Theory was amazing. It upped every aspect of Splinter Cell, and the multiplayer aspect in Chaos Theory was amazing. So me and my brother used to play that so much, and what was cool is while you were wearing the headset, if you talked, it would make noise in the game. And so if there were enemies around, you had to whisper to each other. And it was actually really cool, because if one of the other person tried to talk too loud, you would alert the people. So give this game a try, play it easily, 9 out of 10 for the time. So I thought that was pretty cool. When I hit that and it popped up, I was pretty happy about that. So go play it, have fun with it, let me know what you think. See ya.